From the ashes, from the hunger, from the shame we're in. We the people, storm-torn steeple, cracked stained glass, but the light shines equal. We are not the chains that keep you in. We the people. Yeah, we the people.
All right, we are back with our another incredible Wednesday. I'm so excited to be here, streaming live at the America First Warehouse, coming from our #1 podcast that we are going to be the biggest conservative podcast. So excited. And we've got somebody here with us, Andrew, which is, I got to tell you, turning into a friend of mine as we're building this relationship together. We seem to keep meeting each other at all of these rallies or protests, whether it's no king, no ICE, free Palestine, and we say, well, free Palestine, but we free them from Hamas, and and end Jew hatred. So, before we get into the program, I want to ask Andrew, what is the main mission to when I'm seeing you out there and you have an organization, I believe, called End Jew Hatred, amongst other things, as I'm getting to learn who you are. What is the main purpose, the main mission? What is your goal out there with everything that's going on and all these things that, we just keep getting thrown at us in this crazy world we're living in?
Yeah, I feel that we're at a kind of a war that's been going on quietly for 25 years without us being aware of it, or many of us being aware. Maybe like 10 years ago, a few of us really became active, saying, this is what's happening. We're watching it unfold in real time. I'm trying to basically defend the Jewish people through fighting anti-Semitism, but I'm not really worried at all about Israel or the Jewish people. We will be fine. It's America and the values here that are at attack, and that's the ultimate goal for these jihadists, this soft intifada that's going around globally. They've already taken over Europe, with using suicidal empathy and cognitive dissonance to brainwash entire populations, and that's happening here. All the money came in from Qatari into the education system, which is corrupt. All the money came into the media, which is corrupt. So there's no legitimate media here. There's no legitimate education. It's indoctrination. And we have to correct that. And we're starting. We have many organizations and entities that are beginning to fight back.
So, I mean, we're both Jewish, right? And, you might be a little bit more Jewish than me. I don't know what kind of level of Jew I am, except for the fact that I know that I was born in Long Island. My mother got me bar mitzvah at 13, and when I was born, she told me I was Jewish. And grandma's from here, and grandpa's from there, Austria, Russian, Polish, yada, yada, yada. I'm a mutt that came through Ellis Island, and there I am. And never been to Israel. I probably should have gone to Israel, but I haven't been to Israel, and nor would I really know where Israel was unless everyone's talking about what's going on here in the Middle East. But as growing up in Long Island, or growing up as a Jewish person here in the United States of America, all of a sudden hearing words of Zionist, Midnight, you're a Zionist, Midnight, you're taking money from Bibi Netanyahu. I wish somebody was paying me to do this shit.
Right.
I want to tell everybody out there, Republicans don't pay. Democrats, they've got deep pockets for this shit. Republicans don't pay. But what would you tell to the young kids that are out there that are afraid to put their kippahs on, or their yarmulkes, or every once in a while I see them take their Jewish stars, they tuck it in their shirts, because, and I don't really like the word anti-Semitism anymore, because even as Jewish, that word's kind of getting ugly to me. I like to say the word anti-American, and anti-Semitism is under that as a blanket of anti-American. If you hate Jews just to hate Jews here in America, you are anti-American, period, the end. And I will stand for that kid, whether you're Jewish, white, black, whatever it is. But what message would you tell to the younger generation that is dealing with this, that people are hating them just to hate?
Jews have been hated for 3,000 years. It just changes forms. I lead by example. on October 8th, I hung a huge Israeli flag on my door. I put posters in my lawn. I know it pissed off some neighbors, but F them. A lot of things changed. Be more Jewish. Wear it out. I have a friend, his name is Luke Moon. He's Christian, Philos Project. And he tells a story that he was in a town in Texas right after, and the Jews were doing that, taking down mezuzahs and all. His father, who's a minister, bought 300 mezuzahs and had everyone hang one. Be more Jewish, go at them full force. They respect you more than hiding. The problem is a lot of the vocal people are passive. To state, oh, we don't want to upset them, F them. All the organizations are like that. I'm totally the opposite. Go at them twice as hard.
You know, one of the things I want to touch on a little bit, and I know there's a lot to talk about here. I've got so many assets and things I want to talk about. You know, one of the things we were talking about before the show started backstage is about peaceful Muslims that are living here in the United States of America that have assimilated. And I've had, you know, Muslim friends come up to me and say, Midnight, I don't know what to do. This guy Zohran Mamdani, he's bringing so much hate to our community. We don't beat our women. We're not marrying off our children. You know, we're peaceful. You know, I don't know what all this garbage is. You know, so, but my followers, as I explained to you, would look at me like with cross eyes. But Midnight, what are you doing on stage standing with Muslims side by side? Because the directive here is that we need to deport everybody because they're here to hurt our families. So where is the differential between a peaceful Muslim or what we say a jihad Muslim terrorist?
It's a great question. I didn't think peaceful existed for the first 2 years of my advocacy. I wanted to make my own decisions, so I went right into it. I was invited to speak at a Ramadan Mubarak dinner for Muslims, and I went to Brooklyn along with Natalie Sanandaji and Ghazal Mizrahi, and I spoke there, and they embraced me like a long-lost cousin. They took me in, and now I'm friends with a lot of them. They're scared to death to send their children to mosques. They don't want them being indoctrinated. They have, on July 4th, American flag parades. The media will never show you that because they want to portray them to divide us. But I marched with them in the Israeli Day Parade. The first time ever there was a Muslim contingency. I made the banner. I brought a needle there, and I marched with her. And we had the loudest applause. The only way to true peace, you can't get rid of 2 billion people. Make your own judgment. Everybody should do that for themselves, but go do it. Just like they judge Israel, and they've never been there.
You know, one of the stories I heard coming out of Nigeria is that 125,000 Christians have been persecuted by Boko Haram and these jihad Muslim terrorists. And one of the numbers that people don't talk about, as I kept doing my research, is somewhere there. I think I read something like 60,000 peaceful Muslims were also executed for standing up against Boko Haram, saying, listen, these are peaceful Christians. You know, our religion doesn't tell you to just slaughter innocent people, and they wound up losing their lives as well, standing up for these Christians. So there is something in there that, you know, in the Quran or in the religion of what they're doing is that at the end of the day, not everybody's bad as a secular in just, you know, like, you know, I love when all Jews are cheap. Right? All Jews got big noses. All Polacks are stupid. And I hate when people do that because there are people in certain sectors that say, hey, guys, I'm not that guy. I've got an open heart, open soul, and I want to do the right thing. But since we're on this, I want to skip to asset number, if we can, asset number 9 coming out of Michigan on Abdul that just won the primary, talking about the Jewish people.
To my Jewish American sisters and brothers, one of the most indelible memories of this campaign will have been the opportunity to break bread with you at Seder, to worship with you at Shul, to be embraced by you. And listening to sisters and brothers who said, you know, I want to join this movement because AIPAC doesn't speak for me. Because I understand that self-determination for one people does not require the quenching of self-determination for another people. That unless all of us are free, none of us are free. I want to tell you the great gift that you've given me. And to all of my sisters and brothers of the Jewish faith, or any faith at all, or no faith at all, I want you to know that my commitment to your safety, my commitment to Jewish safety, is the same commitment that I have to the safety of my own daughters.
Now, I want to tell you, and I want you to dissect this for my followers. That man was hanging out with Hassan Piker the night before. The man that's a Hassan Piker is the same guy that said America got exactly what they deserved on September 11th. It should happen again, and they're anti-American. Is that guy peaceful, or is that guy lying right through his teeth?
I can describe that guy with one word: takia. They're trained to lie. He's putting on a show, buzzwords and all. We want to break bread. He wants to stab you in the effing back. The chance he gets. That's just like Mamdani, the same garbage. It's takia. They lie. They're raised that way. You could do whatever you want to get what you need. Nothing he says is genuine at all.
I want to first tell a lot of people don't know. We got about 45 seconds, but before we go to commercial break, tell everybody what takia actually is from the Muslim community.
It's a tool that they I don't know if they represent or misrepresent, that they're allowed to use to lie to get what they're supposed to have, the world domination. So they say with straight faces and nice suits, we love everybody, we're breaking bread. It's totally fake, and you see it.
When we come back from commercial break, we're going to talk about this, of how to tell the difference between takia and someone that is genuinely caring about all people, no matter what race, religion, or color. We'll be back with We the People in about in a few minutes. Woo!
Me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic place in all the land. Hey, I'm here getting cleansed up. You know why? Because Sugar Creek Goods is a great place by patriots, making patriot soaps, making me smell nice. And that's what's nice. Who wants to go down the street and smell of somebody bad in New York City? Hey, by the way, what's this thing for?
250 years ago, a nation was born, built on courage, driven by freedom, defined by patriots who stood their ground. Today, we don't just remember that legacy, we wear it. This is more than a shirt. It's a symbol of strength, freedom, and pride. I'm Steve Stern, COO of theflagshirt.com, and I invite you to celebrate 250 years of the United States with us. Wear your pride, stand for something, get your shirts today.
You know what is more disappointing than Cheeto Bisconte, everyone?
My sex life?
No, bad cell service. Let's make fun of Gino. Oh wait, he's here.
Well, speaking of the opposite of his sex life, these people have towers that are huge and they're everywhere. And while you're traveling, you can use these huge towers. PatriotMobile.com / it bends to the right. I don't have to tell you. TAFW. And then you can talk about me behind my back.
Patriotic people doing patriotic things.
Today is a good day to be free. I cannot tell a lie. That show tonight, summer special, America 250, is off the hook.
It's me, Joe the Box. And I'm John the Blanket with the America First podcast.
That's what I'm talking about. The Fred Rubino podcast coming to you from the America First Warehouse.
Welcome, everybody, to the James Justice Show, tearing these airwaves apart with all the craziness that goes on in the world.
Welcome to the Patriots podcast. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the On the Right Side podcast here at the America First Warehouse in Long Island, New York.
Shane Jenkins here with another episode of Liberty's Cage.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, Red, Right, and True.
We are streaming live on America First Media and Television app.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free.
Welcome back to the America First Warehouse, streaming live with a great guest, by the way. I'm so excited. I wish we had. I'm actually so excited about having Andrew here because he is so well versed in so many things, and I could talk to him for hours. But we're gonna get back. I think we left commercial break, and one of the things that you were telling me is how can you tell if someone is an authentic Muslim that cares about the United States of America, that is assimilated. In your experiences, what are the key things to look for to say that he really does, this person does really care, they love it here, and they want to do right by the United States?
That they risk personal safety. To actually speak up, they get death threats. I'm close to these people. They lose friendships, they get ostracized, and they get condemned. They have fatwas against them. And they still go on because they believe in humanity and they're true to themselves.
Incredible. I think it's dangerous what we're going through right now. I think the United States of America is sick. I think that we've got a disease that's running through this country. I think it's a very dangerous disease because of what you're talking about. Is there are good people here, and how do you decipher between what's good and what's bad? Because none of us have a crystal ball, right? So we were saying that before this whole Muslim thing or Islam thing have completely taken over all social media. Before that, it was open borders, Hispanics, all these, there's people coming here for the American dream, and they want a better life, but we don't know who wants a better life and who's compromising our women, who's compromising our children, trafficking our children, even trafficking the children that are coming here. 450,000 illegal immigrants were trafficked at the border, not even Americans, were trafficked at the border from very, very bad people that promised them the American dream. And because of the opportunity to come here, they were taken.
I could speak well on this subject from personal experience. There's immigration and borders, but then there's an invasion. And the Democrats inspired an invasion for voters. My immediate family has an illegal alien in it. And I was her sponsor. Mm-hmm. She became a dreamer, and now she's my daughter-in-law. And her family is not happy about the nonsense of just filling the streets with drug traffickers, with rapists, with murderers. They're not for that.
Yep.
They're for the American dream. They came here 15 years ago. They're productive citizens. Obama gave them DACA status, and she went through properly, legally, with a lawyer, in turn, and now she's a citizen.
And that's what we tell. This is not a problem with illegal immigrants. We love everybody to come here that wants to chase an American dream. This is the greatest place, greatest country on the planet. But you have to do it legally. And unfortunately, to me, it got enhanced by the Joe Biden, the Kamala Harris administration, really just catapulted it because no proper documentations, no proper vetting. Everybody came in, and God knows who's here now.
It was a plan. Biden was. You saw the 2017. He has the wherewithal of a peach. He wasn't. It was the auto pen and the deep state. Obama, I'm sure, was behind it. Open the floodgates. Get them all in here. We have the press on our side. We're going to call it immigration when it's invasion, and we're going to keep them here. By any chance where you have congressmen going down to San Salvador to bring back a convicted rapist because he needs due process. The media runs out these bullshit terms, due process, warrant. Never existed. Obama deported 5 million or 10 million or whatever. You didn't hear boo. The same ICE agents, the same people doing the same laws are now villains, Nazis, all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, listen, I know we talked also, and I'm going to switch tracks here for a second. I just delivered a few posts over the last 2 weeks since Dr. Fauci and what's happening over there. And one of the things when I started doing these posts is I'm making about these posts. Look at Dr. Fauci. He's pleading the fifth on everything. Da 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 da. It's hitting in the hundreds of thousands of millions of views. And what I'm realizing, because I'm reading all the comments, it became, the story didn't become about Dr. Fauci anymore. It started becoming about all the stories that have gone unheard. and I'm reading the comments about the mother who lost her child, about the parents, about the kids who couldn't see their parents at the hospital because of COVID, and there's a plexiglass between them, and they're watching their parents lose their lives during Zoom, about the families that didn't get to see their kids graduate, and yada, yada, yada. So I want to show you something. The first thing, there's a couple of assets here. Let's go to asset number, I believe it's asset number 1, Trump is canceling. I think this is it. And if it's wrong, we'll go to asset number 2 quick. But go to asset number 1.
President Trump, this is just happening, posting on Truth Social moments ago that he is canceling all of former President Biden's executive orders, saying he was not involved due to the auto.
Now, the reason why I wanted to show this video is it sets it up for what President Trump looks like to me, what he's about to do to guys like Dr. Fauci and everybody else that Joe Biden let off the hook. So then you've got a guy, I don't know, maybe like he maybe might be not a real reporter, but he approaches Dr. Fauci, questioning him about the pleading the fifth. Let's take a look at number 2.
Dr. Fauci, do you regret the way you handled the hearing, pleading the fifth so much? Is there anything you would do differently on COVID, sir?
Now, when you see this man, he's a little tiny man too, but when you see this man knowing that 30 million people in the world, based on, he was the face. Now, I'm not saying he's the only culprit. He's not the only guilty one. I'm sure he had a whole plethora of a whole entire team, but he is the face, and people want accountability. They want accountability now for every loved one that has been lost. And I've got to tell you, I went through hell myself. By the good grace of God, I didn't take my own life when I went through COVID. That's how bad it was for me. But when you see this man, what do you see, and what personal experience can you share?
Okay. I taught infection control at Columbia. I treated patients during COVID. My son ran the COVID ICU at Sinai. My daughter-in-law, pregnant, ran another COVID ICU at Sinai. We were deeply embedded in it, and 3 doctors, we knew truths that were not getting out. First truth, masks are garbage, bullshit. There's pores in masks, holes in masks. The virus is much smaller. It's like stopping marbles with a basketball net. It was stupid. In fact, it had the opposite effect. Because the virus lived outside the body, it laid on the mask all day. So every time you touched it, you're just playing with the virus in your hands. Hand washing is important. Masks were bullshit. Social distancing was bullshit. But on both sides, the vaccine, I took it. Why did I take it? I was over 60 and had comorbidities. It was a risk, and I was treating patients. The vaccine is purely for symptoms. It's not for transmission. So the fact that I took it and that had nothing to do with you, that was a total fabrication that they shut down the country for, and we're screaming as doctors and got nowhere with it. But it was a lie. It just showed how fast they wanted to take your liberties away from you. On the other side, unfortunately, people are so polarized politically. People that should have taken the vaccine didn't and died. And I had friends' parents who died because, oh, we're not taking the vaccine, the jab, and they should have.
So people didn't take the vaccine and they lost their lives. Were there people that took the vaccine and lost their lives?
There were, but it's a risk-benefit thing. Most of the deaths, first of all, from COVID happened right away. And it helped the government because 1 million people were taken off the Medicaid rolls, the Medicare rolls. So it was all the old people, all the people with heartache, all the other issues. But after that, it was no more dangerous or virulent, as we call, as a virus. But he lied, Fauci, about the percentages. They lied to you, and anyone who had good treatments, they vilified these people. They went after them, and we knew what we took it. We took tetracycline. We took the medication. I mean, my son had it. We took some pills. It was no catastrophe. Young people didn't need it, it turns out. But it was all the media, the left, and they took away your liberty so damn fast that you couldn't. They fired you. They treated you.
So we didn't need the mask. They lied. I didn't need the social distance sitting in my car while my kids were sitting in their mother's car because they were social distancing away from me, so we'd have lunch together. we didn't need to take the vaccine if you were a healthy human being. And if you did take the vaccine, it wasn't really for preventive, it was for something else. And Americans were put through hell and back. Their voices haven't been heard. The mother hasn't been, the mother that lost her child, her voice is quiet. She still lives with the loss of the pain. The grandparents, the old people that put in old age homes by the millions, one after the other. And Dr. Fauci is going to get away with this?
Well, it's not Dr. Fauci. He's the puppet.
Right.
It's the deep state. It's not him. It's one person who wrote into his diary, "Dear diary, aren't I great?" He got manipulated. He can't talk now because he'll be gone in a moment. But there's an evil, evil Obama-led deep state. I've read the documents for 25 years, how the money laundering, how the foreign Arab money, it's all there. You just have to look for yourselves. But it's not just Fauci. If he opened his mouth, they probably would have killed his family. He couldn't open his mouth, so he just had to sit there and take it.
So he sit there and take it.
He didn't make these rules up. He didn't have the power to do it. They wanted control. They wanted to shut down the country. And there was something.
So let me ask you a question. The American people are asking for accountability.
No.
If you can deliver them accountability, if you could, maybe you can't because it's a deep state, but if you can deliver them accountability, where would it wind up? Where would it land? Where does accountability land?
Obama, Clapper, his whole bunch, Comey, that whole bunch, every which way, and they're still operating and they're still going after things. They control the media, so you don't even get to hear the truth anymore. It gets shut down. I mean, you're not going to get accountability. That's not happening.
Barack Obama, to me, one of the biggest traitors that we've ever seen and that's ever lived here in the United States of America. I can't believe we're down to 10 seconds for this because we could talk about this forever. We can definitely have you come back
Barack
after the show.
Obama is not a traitor. He's not an American.
He's not American. We'll be right back.
He's not a traitor.
We'll be right back.
He traded a who?
Me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land. I've been there, I looked, I tried to see. Here I am in New York City, watching a nice sunrise. Not really. I'm in the warehouse. I'm telling you about a conservative organization, not the AARP loser, left wing, forget about it. This is where you need to be. You get everything conservative menus. America.us/TAFW.
Most people think they have options when searching for the best deals when they travel. But here's the shocking truth. 100% of the major travel agencies are owned by just two entities, Expedia and Booking Holdings. They claim to offer the lowest rates, but due to the hotel rate parity agreement, they all have the same pricing, limiting genuine competition. When you book through these sites, you act as your own travel agent, but the profits are going to organizations that don't support our patriot values. We cannot allow that to continue. So, we decided to make travel great again by starting a US-based travel membership platform, mypatriottravel.com. We are patriots helping patriots. Together, we can disrupt the travel industry by not spending our hard-earned dollars supporting the radical left. For just $29.99 per month, you gain access to true wholesale rates on travel, saving you on average 35% and up to 65%. Book as often as you like, with no limits. Keep your hard-earned dollars in your pocket and spend them on things you need and want to support. Go to mypatriottravel.com/TAFW and grab your membership today. mypatriottravel.com/TAFW. Making travel great again.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol
Welcome back to the America First Warehouse, streaming live with We the People. And I have to tell you, if we stuck just on this Dr. Fauci COVID and the information that you're pouring out, we get really, I'm sure you know other people also that are you're professionals of what this was. I'm absolutely blown away, because we didn't talk about this pre-hand about your knowledge of what was going on back then. And you were talking about the barges of the what do you call them? The breathing machines, right?
The ventilators.
The ventilators.
Yeah.
And they hated Donald Trump so much that please tell me.
He floated a boat to New York and filled it with ventilators because he was told they need ventilators. They didn't need ventilators. It was a kidney problem.
Why we were told we would need ventilators. Everybody was on ventilators,
Yeah.
but you're saying we didn't need ventilators. So why did we not need ventilators?
But that was a symptom of it and a problem with it. But more problems were due to kidney failure. And what they ended up doing is putting everyone on dialysis and running out of dialysis machines. So much so that people who were stable with end-stage renal disease that needed dialysis were being rationed and died. Years of stability, but they listed them as COVID so they'd get the maximum reimbursement. They didn't have it, but secondarily it was because of COVID.
So it didn't matter if you died of cancer, you died of COVID. If you had a heart attack, you dropped dead of COVID. If you had a stroke, you died of COVID. And they're getting thousands and thousands of dollars for each body that they died of COVID.
Everyone loved it because the reimbursement was. If you had a bee sting, it was COVID. They were told to write COVID on every chart. No matter what. There was no flu deaths that year. How come? It was COVID.
Oh, my God.
It was such a scam. It's so on every level. They were all in on it. And it's coming out, hopefully.
Well, listen, Dr. Fauci is the face of what this is. I believe me, I hear what you're saying, how deep it is and how big this goes. But they want to roast him and him be the face of the death of all of these people. Let's look at asset number 3, what's going on in Florida with Dr. Fauci. Asset number 3, I think it is.
Here now is the Florida Attorney General James Uthmire. He's got a big announcement that he's sharing with us about his investigation of Dr. Anthony Fauci. Mr. Attorney General, you got the floor. What are you doing?
That's great to be here. Well, just about an hour or two ago, we issued a formal subpoena to Dr. Fauci under Florida state law, seeking a breadth of documents ranging to what he knew, when he knew it, his doubts about the safety and efficacy of vaccines that he's out there promoting. And we're really focused in on his self-dealing. Evidence has come to light that he was trying to personally profit off of this. This is outside of his government duties, his official role. He's trying to pursue book deals, awards, get connected with high rollers that, might help him come into millions and millions of dollars. This is wrong, and it could go towards a deceptive trade practice, fraud, public nuisance, you name it. I think there's many aspects of Florida law that now are implicated.
Listen, he's going to be the face, right? He's going to be the fall guy.
Yeah, and he is. And if you believe that one person has that much control, come on.
No, I obviously, listen, I don't. I do remember him being on camera all the time. I remember being on TV all the time. I remember that's the doctor. Thank God we got him here in America, that he's on our side. I remember all of these things. And why I think this is so dangerous right now for America, I don't know how it is affecting the rest of the world, but for 6 years, Americans like to forget. They have very short memory. But they do walk around with a lot of pain and a lot of hurt, including myself. And this whole thing, at least from my experience with this Dr. Fauci thing arising again, it's ripping off Band-Aids and of things that have really torn away. I've lost so many beautiful people in my life just with the social distancing in itself. And I missed out so many beautiful birthdays of my children because my ex-wife was so scared about to have my kids anywhere near me. We were divorced, and I'm in one place and another. Oh, no, you're in the hot zone. You're in New York City. You can't come anywhere near the kids. And what do you tell to all these people that now want to their voices want to be heard?
I wish there was a way to make them feel satisfied. You're not going to get it through this person. He's a fall guy. He did horrible things, but he did not act alone. He may never go to jail. Everyone's saying these things. It's political theater to make you maybe feel good, like scratching an itch. But in the end, just like Biden was with the documents that were classified, talking openly, he's not going to jail. He's not going to jail. He's worried about staying alive right now, and if he opens his mouth, Hillary Clinton will take care of it.
I want you to see how disgusting and deep this goes. This is coming, asset number 4 is coming from a senator talking about the things that they would do with children's scalps on mice or animals. I want to let, if you guys are sensitive to this, please, be just caution. This is my trigger warning. But listen to the words from the senator talking about what Fauci is guilty of.
Dr. Fauci, we have learned that U.S. coronavirus researchers at UNC shipped, quote, humanized or transgenic mice to China by around 2017 for use in their dangerous coronavirus work. Under your NIAID coronavirus, researchers also used aborted baby body parts in mice research, and taxpayers paid for them to do that. NIH-funded coronavirus researcher Dr. Ralph Barrick and his colleagues at UNC put parts of livers, thymuses, and chunks of human fetal lung that they got from aborted, almost 5-month-old human babies. They put those parts in their research mice. They disgustingly named them BLT-L mice and wrote they had created a, quote, sandwich of aborted body parts in the mice. Get it, folks? BLT. A BLT sandwich.
Let me just say something. These were body parts, and it's Joseph Mengele type stuff, and they had no sensation. But he did things far worse than that. He took, and I'm an animal rights enthusiast. We have 2 rescues. My wife sees a PETA video, she cries. He took beagles and he cut their vocal cords so he wouldn't hear the screaming when they tortured them with the gain-of-function studies at that lab. Dogs screaming. He didn't care. He's a monster. But you've created the monster, but he's not alone.
He's not alone. I mean, so, and I agree. Dr. Fauci should never, ever be a free man. I would even take it to another level that they should remove him, find him, indict him guilty, whatever it is, and remove him off the face of this earth. He isn't. I mean, I've even went back as far as the AIDS and the testing on children. He's got a very, very long history of doing very, very bad things. But I do agree that there needs to be, or if there ever can be, without somebody being threatened to lose their lives, because this is, like a deep state. For us to even be talking about this, they're probably, even watching. Not that we can sway the pendulum in any way at all, but if they ever thought that maybe we could, But one thing I do want to do, and to everybody that's out there, I've read every single one of your comments, and we are going to do a show, and we might even, I'm going to reach out to you. We might even have you on the guest, based on the horrors that you went through, the loved ones that you lost, the families that you lost, to give you the opportunity to share your voice, tell your story, because there are so many of you that have gone unheard. So we'll see if we can put that show together with what this is. But I mean, if there's anything else that you want to talk on about COVID or Fauci, anything else that you want to share, your personal stories or what you went through, or anything that you want to educate the audience on, please.
Yeah, there were readily available devices that were actually used on the space station, the same technology I had in my home. We were totally safe. We came home, we didn't wear masks, we didn't stay apart, we didn't wash the plastic. It kept our environment completely sterile. This technology was available, but they didn't even advertise it or want to distribute it, even in schools. I mean, it was crazy. They had it. They didn't want it. It would take away from their control. That's the only deduction I can make from that. It was insane.
Was this a form of cleansing human beings off the planet?
It's what their goal was. No, their goal is control. They just got rid of 1 million off the rolls of Medicare, but they wanted control. They wanted to see how easily you give up your liberties. You heard the stuff Fauci said, make people uncomfortable, and their ideologies go away. They wanted control. That's what they're doing right now. They want control. It's the Red-Green Alliance. They're coming here to take over.
So what, in your opinion right now, what is the number one threat to the United States of America?
The number one threat is the intifada that's going on, the soft intifada, where they're taking over the governments. They're becoming Congress, and we have to figure out a better strategy than just whining about it. Because every day you see a video, look what he said, look what he said. Like, oh, come on already. He's laughing watching you react.
I can tell everybody, every single body that's watching this right now. I know we talk about Save America Act, whatever it is. We saw with Donald Trump, if we make it too big to rig, it can happen. If you sit on your couch and you sit and couch surf, and it's more important to watch an NFL football game than to stand up and protect the United States of America. And I can tell you right now, guys like Andrew and guys like me are out there on the front lines every day, every week, fighting for every single one of you, but we cannot do it alone. Marco Rubio came out the other day, said, it is time. It is time to step up. It is time to step up for your president. It is time to fight back. It is over. It is finished and done. This country will be finished if every single citizen of the United States of America that loves this country as much as Andrew and myself, if you don't show up, we're telling you right now that this intifada is here, and they're here in every single corner of the United States of America, and they are here to stay. They will not go quietly, and unless you step up and fight and fight and fight like this president has asked you to, I'm telling you right now that we are in jeopardy of losing our country. So, with that said, we're going to commercial freaking break again, and I just feel like I'm just getting going, and we got one more segment. But when we come back, we're going to talk about a vote for Kathy Hochul is a vote for Zohran Mamdani. Woo!
That was good.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. People at the warehouse are always asking me, Gino, you show up smelling like freedom every day, even though you live in the cesspool that is the socialist New York City. How do you do it? Sugar Creek Goods. Sugar Creek Goods is made by patriots and has a full line of incredible products, including soaps and lotions, and even this that you use for your dog, Patriot Puffs. My wife makes me use that. But people, please, get your own. Go to sugarcreekgoods.com/TAFW. See ya.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic, America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
Hey, Paul, I was having a pillow fight with Gino's wife.
Me too.
Yeah.
She's
I
not
was
supposed
there.
to stay
I
up that
remember.
late.
I have the video. And now let me tell you, talk about soft. When I think soft pillows, I think of other than Gino's wife, mypillow.com, because these are the best pillows you're ever going to get. You can go to mypillow.com /TAFW. Go now, get your My Pillow right now.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today.
I got to tell you, a lot of my followers are asking, hey, Midnight, where are you getting all that energy from? I say, you want to know the truth? I take about 25 milligrams of Adderall a day. But that eventually ends, and then that's where Agara coffee comes in. I start drinking this stuff, and it boosts my energy. It shoots me right through to the moon. If you're not drinking Agara coffee, and you need that extra boost during the middle of the day, I'm telling you right now, get this into your system, and I promise you that it will absolutely take you to a whole nother level. Midnight, I am out. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of humility. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always
now. They're buying the groceries.
Oh, welcome back. We are streaming live again at the America First Warehouse. If you have not downloaded our app, please go to our website at theamericafirstwarehouse.com. Streaming live with We the People. I'm going to get right into this because we only got about 12 minutes left, and I need about another 20 hours. But let's get right back to the, you know what, we're going to go right into New York and what we're doing here and what we got coming on. I think it's on Monday, right?
Yeah.
We got a big event coming on Monday. But the way I see it right now is the number one threat to the United States of America is Zohran Mamdani. He's the start of this. He's the poster child for communism. He's the poster child for socialism. And the reason why he's the number one threat because all the other guys are listening to him and taking his lead. Let's go right into asset number 10. We're going to go through 3 assets. Go right down to asset number 10 where you need ID to go into the grocery stores. You got asset number 10? Thank you.
New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani is requiring an ID to access his government-run grocery stores. What then is your message to Democrats who do not want to pass the Save America Act and ensure, ID at the ballot box?
This was just announced.
Yeah.
I heard about it. Yeah. Well, I wish they'd have an ID to access the voting booth. You know, they don't want to access the voting booth with any identification. We want voter ID, and we want proof of citizenship. Well, he also had a thing where you had to have 2 different IDs to shovel snow during the winter, right?
You watch Donald Trump's face, and he's like a deer in headlights, like a stupid. Like he cannot believe that the hypocrisy that you want double ID, 2 IDs, 1 ID there, but to show up to vote. You don't need an ID.
We know what that's about. It's funny. It's life's become a satire, a parody of life. It's not real. There's a funny thing about these grocery stores that you probably don't know about. That there's a lot of teenage Jews who are very good with manipulating things, who are happy about them because they're going to go there, buy everything or get everything, and then resell it below market. So they say, we're going to get more Rolexes, we're going to get fancy cars, we don't even need to go to college. We're going to just go to his grocery stores and buy it out and then resell it. They're going to use people. They've already figured out how to scam it.
So it's going to be a big scam. It's going to cost millions of dollars, and it's going to be a disaster. But I want to continue. I put out one video because we all know, and I know a lot of you guys out there are fans of Scotty Lebedo. If you don't know, he suffered a heart attack, I believe. I think it's a heart attack. He's in the hospital. He's getting better, thank God. He put out a follow-up post with his finger up like this. It was great, and I laughed. I was so happy to see that. But check out the next asset, which is asset number 11 of Scotty Lebedo on Zohran Mamdani.
Every single one of you, stop being afraid to be labeled when we had the biggest fight of our lives here. I want all true New Yorkers to follow these 2 sweet words that we have from Mayor Mamdani. Only true New Yorkers, all sensitive folks, just keep your mouth shut. 1, 2, 3. Fuck you! 1, 2, 3. Fuck you! 1, 2, 3, louder. Fuck you!
So Scotty, if you're on there and this podcast guest here, I want to let you know that we love you, and we're thinking about you, and we're praying for you and for you and your family, and may God be looking over you, and that you get healthy as quick as you can, because we need you out there. You're a beast, you're a warrior, you're a fighter, and we need you by our side. And I know that you're personally friends with Scott as well.
Yeah, I brought him to that event. Oh, I did. I said, you got to come here. He goes, I'm coming at this time. I'm going out the back. And that's why he was there.
Yeah,
he's great. He's amazing.
He's amazing. So, what I want to take the next 7.5 minutes to talk about how we're going to save New York. New York is sick. It's got a disease. It's in trouble. We've got an anti-Semitic mayor, anti-American mayor. Unless you are going to convert to Islam, he pretty much doesn't even want to know your existence by his actions, by his verbal words. So we've got the Bruce Blakeman coming up in November for governor against Kathy Hochul. I believe in one day, Kathy Hochul and Zohran Mamdani's political career can end in one day by putting Bruce Blakeman in, and we are going to fight and fight and fight, do whatever we can between now and November to get that man in.
We are. I've never been involved in politics. My mouth won't allow it, but I'm I'm actually hosting a rally and a fundraiser at Crest Hollow on Monday evening for Bruce Blakeman. And certain things that are going to happen in that event will be unique. There's going to be more Democrats in that room than Republicans because they all want Kathy Hochul Mamdani out. It's going to be a sight that you've never seen. I'm having Muslims, Hindus, Christians, and Jews all in that room, all united for good, because that's what it's a fight of good over evil. If he's down 4 points. By the end of next week, he'll be up. He'll be in there, and he doesn't have to remove him right away, but he will shut him out. He will slow him down, and he'll belittle him. He'll control him.
What was it that you said? Because I tell my followers, they everyone Mamdani out. They want him impeached. They want him gone. He's a threat. What was the one thing you said to me backstage that we are going to guarantee everybody that is in New York State, New York City, when you feel like you are threatened by a person that doesn't love you, doesn't care about you? What were you telling me about the stance of Bruce Blakeman?
I think it's good that he stays there because Blakeman's going to neutralize him, so he's going to have to sit there powerless and stupid for the next 3.5 years.
I love that. Let's take a look at Asset. If you don't know who Bruce Blakeman is, get to know him. If you don't live in New York, you don't have to. If you know somebody in New York, I'm telling you right now, if you want to save America, start with the financial mecca of the world. Play Asset number 12, Bruce Blakeman, talking about him coming up for governor.
Hey everybody, it's Bruce Blakeman. Time is running out. We're buying television ads, social media ads, billboards. We've got a real campaign going because recent polls have us neck and neck with Kathy Hochul. So we're this close to saving our state from the worst governor in America. Go to BlakemanForNewYork.com, contribute. We need your help. We need your support. And together we'll save New York. May God bless you and God bless America.
And, and my message has been very clear from day one that a vote for Kathy Hochul is a vote for Zohran Mamdani. A vote for Kathy Hochul is a vote for the Quran. A vote for Kathy Hochul is a vote for Sharia law in every one of your households. And a vote for Kathy Hochul is going to be a disaster come November when she gets the handcuffs taken off of her, when she's got the know-how. If she wins and she knows she's guaranteed to be the next governor for the next 4 years, she is tied to the hip of Zohran Mamdani. It is going to be a disaster for every single one of us. So get out there. If you were in New York, you vote for Bruce Blakeman, and get out there. If you know somebody that lives in New York, you put Bruce Blakeman in their heads. And what would you, if you're campaigning for Bruce Blakeman? I mean, I have a lot of people saying, Bruce, you got to get Bruce out to Buffalo, Syracuse, upstate, Oneonta. They're all reaching out to me. Everyone's saying, who's Bruce Blakeman?
I'm bringing him to Brooklyn, where all the Muslim Democrats are, and they want him there. I'm bringing him to the Bronx, Muslim Democrats. They want him there. People that want peace and prosperity want him. They're not stupid people. They're not self-annihilatory. They don't want communism, and they're seeing what's happening with false promises and ridiculous conversations.
I read under Bruce Blakeman's guise, is that Nassau County is not only the safest county in all of New York State. I think when I went to ChatGPT, it's the safest county in the United States of America. I mean, unbelievable. And then also, I read also that Bruce Blakeman hasn't raised taxes in over 4 years.
It's true.
So, but if you were going to tell the people out there, why should they vote for Bruce Blakeman over Kathy Hochul or for Zohran Mamdani? Because I got to tell you, as much as we're talking about Zohran Mamdani, that guy's still popular with a lot of these kids. So,
electing Bruce Blakeman will basically turn the tide for the entire nation. It'll have a ripple effect that they'll see, because you won't hear the garbage coming out of Mamdani's mouth anymore. It'll be neutered. And New York actually ranks 50th out of 50 states in prosperity. It's never been that bad. It is the worst state. The electric bills people get are insane because they're putting it into some fund for some clean energy that's never going to exist. There's incredible regulations. It's destroyed the real estate market. I mean, if you look at issues, it's a no-brainer, but people are voting based on, hating America. So there's where the fight is.
We've got about 2 minutes left to this podcast, and you're absolutely going to be coming back. But I want to end it again with it's Fox Hollow
Crest Hollow Country Club.
Right, Crest Hollow Country Club in Long Island. If you're in the Northeast, if you're in Long Island, tell them the date and the time.
Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. We have speakers coming from California. Lee Trink is a national speaker. Abraham Hamra, a national speaker. Everyone is so united in this. Michelle Adut. Scott Lebedo was going to come. Who knows? He might show up, and we'll bring him in a hospital bed, or we'll live stream him from the hospital. He could be at both fingers on that day.
That would be great.
And you're going to speak?
Yeah, looking forward to it.
And it's going to be a real unity of all kinds of people united to save America, basically, because that's what we're doing here.
You know, I want to be clear to everybody that's out there. Our voices together are for white people, black people, Christians, Jews, Dominicans, Colombians, Puerto Ricans, Americans, peaceful Muslims that love the United States of America. I will say it, if you are peaceful and you're Muslim and you're not there hurting your children, beating your women, doing the things, the horrible things that we're hearing that are coming out of that Quran, of doing really bad, you know, we stand with you too. I want to be very clear, the difference between Republican Party and Democratic Party is that we threw out all the labels and we are pro-American. If you are pro-American and you love this country as much as I do, as much as I believe as Andrew does, come out there, fight with us, stand with us. Republicans, Democrats, liberals, independents, progressives, we don't care. If you're pro-America, stand with us. Bruce Blakeman, governor for New York, that's how many get. Midnight, Andrew, we are out. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
God bless.